Hey guys and girls, it's Russ from RussHowePTI.com. I was asked by a guy and a girl last night at the gym about protein supplements. What should you look for? Which one should you use when you're trying to build lean muscle but not put on loads of size? Today we're going to do a video on this subject, okay? Because they found the information quite helpful. I figured there might be some other people out there that need a bit of advice with this as well. As far as what brands to do, I mean, if we can put like a button on the screen or something to take people to the blog, hit that and that'll take you to the blog where we're a bit more in depth. Now, we're forever being asked what products would we use, what brands and stuff, and I don't like to mention stuff like that in videos. So in today's video, I'm actually going to, on the blog it'll tell you all that stuff, but in today's video I'm going to show you what to look for, alright? Because I think that's a bit more useful for people, rather than just saying, use this one and you don't know why you're using it. How about I teach you what to look for, the main points, and then you can go to any supplement store, have a look at the back of any product, and you'll be able to tell, rather than just following other people's tips all the time. You'll never need, there'll be no doubt. That's what we do our videos for, with other things fitness related, so I'm going to try and do that here too. So I'm going to show you the three main things that you've got to look for when you're looking at any protein supplement. You can go really in depth with this, you can look for every little detail, but generally the main rule is if you get these three things right, then you'll be on the right road, okay? So trying to do this video so anybody can use it, whether you're already training or whether you're just someone who is going to the gym for the first time, you've heard about whey protein, you've got no idea where to start. Hopefully this helps you, alright? Rule number one, there's three types of protein blend. All the brands out there, they all use mainly just these three, alright? You've got to know the difference between the three, because there is a slight difference in quality, the speed at which it hits your muscles and stuff like that. So, the main one you're going to see is whey protein concentrate. That's the oldest form. That was then updated a few years back to whey protein isolate. Alright, I'll explain the difference in a sec. It's not as technical as people like to make it sound, guys. Then that was updated again in the last few years to hydrolized whey protein isolate. And the main difference between the three is hydrolyzed is the most microfiltered, isolate is second, concentrate is third, which means that a hydrolyzed whey product is going to hit your muscles faster when you drink it. Okay, so which is very good after a workout. So if you're wanting to get the absolute best quality you can, at the moment on the market, the best one will be a hydrolyzed whey protein isolate. Okay, so it contains that, that's the main ingredient, which I'll show you how to work that out in a moment. If that's the main ingredient into the product, then that's a very, very good protein supplement. Do not buy into the hype that you need to buy the most expensive one. Honestly, some of the best clients over at the gym just use standard whey protein concentrate, the old one. It's like the difference between, a supercar and a Formula 1 car and a high-powered sports car. All of them are pretty great, right? So don't buy into the hype, because I think the difference between them in terms of quality is not fairly represented in the difference in price that you'll see on the market. They'll charge a fortune for some of these things. You can still get good results even if you're using one that's just good old whey concentrate, okay? So don't put too much emphasis on it, but that's the difference, alright? If you can afford to go for the best, go for the best. The others are not going to hurt you, they're still great and you'll still get good results with them, alright? The way to tell what the main ingredient is in your protein, I'm just going to grab one over here. Have a look on the back of the tub. Okay, so this is just some gold standard. Have a look on the back of the ingredients, right? Because most of them will have a mixture of all three blends in there. It's very rare you'll find one that's just one. They tend to be the most expensive, like pure whey isolate or pure hydrolyzed whey isolate. The majority of the major brands have got all three in. And have a look at the ingredients and it will have the very first thing, the protein blend. The first ingredient listed in that is the main one they use. So in this one here, we've got whey protein isolates. That's the main thing they used. And the other two are in there as well. So that's the best way to do that, because there's a lot of products out there that will claim to have all three, and then when you look at the ingredients, you'll find that there's it's mainly whey concentrate and there's only a tiny bit of isolates in and stuff, so that's how you tell. Anyway, number two, studies recently revealed that the optimal amount of protein you should take in one serving is no more than 20 to 25 grams, right? So particularly if you're just trying to get lean, you're not trying to pack on loads of size. So this is a good tip for women as well, who are terrified of getting big but want to use protein for their calories and stuff. So what I would suggest is try and go with a protein that's giving you that amount, okay? 20 to 25 grams, doesn't matter if it's a little bit over or under, as long as it's in that zone, because that was found to bring the best results. Any more than that, and the test subjects didn't notice any increased muscle gain. Alright, they were just going to the toilet a bit more. Despite all the extra calories they're taking on, they didn't notice any improvement in their actual size and strength. So all these products you see, a lot of them make the mistake of trying to fool you into thinking that more is better, and they'll say 40 grams of protein, 50 grams and 60 grams, but the body naturally can only handle about 20 to 25, so why waste your money on a really expensive product where a lot of it's not being used, okay? Number 3, this is the one where everybody makes the mistake, so this is one I've left till last. Guy over at my gym was making this mistake yesterday, and we've just gotten to sort it out. So if he is, no doubt there are other people too in the same boat, and this is carbs. If you're trying to get big, carbs are your best friend. If you're one of those people that finds you can eat all day, not put any weight on, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, I wish I could do that, but honestly the guys, particularly men that are trying to build muscle, who have problems with that, it looks like a nightmare for them, because they can eat non-stop and they can't seem to add size. So you'll find that there's a protein supplement out there marketed purely for those people, sort of mass gainer type shakes, and the main way to tell a mass gainer from a lean muscle builder is look at the carb count, alright? If you have a look at the carb count and you notice that you've got very high carbs, some of them will be sort of 50, 60, 70 grams. The highest I've ever seen is 177. We're not going into what that was, because I thought that was terrible. That was too much, man. Too much. The shake was like a cake. It was awful. But yeah, if you find that you've got a very high carb count, even higher than how much protein is in it, that's more of a mass type one. That's going to help you pack on a lot of size. So that's good if you're a hard gainer. On the other side, which is the guys and girls that are asking me in the gym, and the sort of stuff I would use, you would look for the opposite. So you want your 20-25 grams of protein, and then you want a quite low carb count, okay? So something like what we were looking at there, that had, I think, 21 grams of protein in. Let me check, and we'll compare what this is over here. So per serving, we have got, that's actually spot on for what we're saying in the video, we've got 24 grams of protein, 2.4 grams of carbs. So that would be more for, just put that back, that would be good for if you wanted to get lean but you didn't want to get massive, okay? If you can get those 3 things down, that would be awesome. You'd be on the right track. Like I said, there was a guy at the gym yesterday whose goal is to get lean, and he was saying, but I feel like I'm getting bigger. And I said, are you using supplements? And it turns out he was using a really extreme mass gaining protein, but to him it was just whey protein. It was just a protein product that he bought from his local shop. He had no idea that he was adding in about an extra 1,000 calories a day with these shakes and tons of carbs on top of what he was eating, and that's where he was going wrong. So we've rectified that, and simple things like that can have a big result, a big impact on your overall physique in the long run. So hopefully this has helped you. If you want to get more info, just go to the blog and I'll try and put a bit more depth, maybe like put a top 3, I don't know, we'll think of something. Catch me on Facebook if you want to ask any questions or send any before and after pictures. I love it when you guys do that, so keep doing it. I'm going to upload a few more videos in the next coming days with more stuff like this, maybe throw in a few workouts as well. Thanks, bye bye.